like I said, we have your boy Wolfie and Buckeye, great people. For anyone that doesn't know me from their communities, I'm Deadman. I am a variety streamer. I play all sorts of games. I do Deadman Plays, which is my Let's Play series. Currently, we're on Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I play Dead by Daylight, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Battlefield, you name it, I play it. You can join my you can check out my socials. My Discord link is also in there if you feel free to join that if you want. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and we'll start with your boy Wolfie.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Wolfie, formerly known as Hell's Wolf for a lot of people who aren't familiar with me. Variety streamer, mostly play horror games, but I do dabble in a lot of things. And against my better judgment, got back into World of Warcraft. Don't judge me. Pretty much run an unhinged group of degenerates, but all fun and games. Everybody is chill. Everybody treats everybody like family. And right now we are working on World of Warcraft grind, Destiny grind, and unfortunately I'm being yelled at. I need to get back on my horror grind. But other than that, I don't have a set schedule, and I'm pretty much just all over the place, to be completely honest with y'all. So expect very unhinged moments on stream. A lot of it.
Nice. That's awesome. What about you, Buckeye? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, how's it going? Buckeye here. Just kind of got into streaming probably 2021, like late. Um, you know, was very much a variety guy. Kind of started off with like FPS games and then have now kind of turned into this weird arc of like simulator games slash horror games, any kind of like substantial challenge game, like Peak or Only Up or any of those kind of games, and then kind of college football on the side as well. My community as a whole is just a bunch of probably older people, back pain. If you don't have back pain, you shouldn't be in my stream, to be completely honest. So just a bunch of shit talking, back pain filled individuals that love watching me play predominantly horror games just because I am scared of everything. So, that's kind of me in a nutshell there.
Yeah, I'm on the verge of the back pain creeping in. I'm going to be 30 in next year, so I'm on the edge. So, but yeah, like I started streaming about, I really got into it and took it kind of seriously and like started doing it in 2020 when I first built this PC, my first PC ever, with the help with the first round of stimulus checks back in COVID days.
Same here.
So met Buckeye through TikTok. I think I was one of the first people from TikTok to hop over to his streams on Twitch. And I think in his intro, one of the clips of me just joining, and he just got like a ridiculous like headshot or something in Halo Infinite. So I met Wolfie ages ago. I forgot through where, but I met him through.
I think it was Critty.
Critty?
Mama Critty?
Oh yeah, through her probably. Or I just met you randomly or something like that, but he's an awesome dude, really supportive and awesome. So the first question of the episode, what games, I mean, you guys kind of figured, you guys pretty much filled that in, what kind of games you do play and genres. What games are you playing currently? You said that you played WoW currently.
WoW D2. I just beat what the hell was it? South of Midnight, which even now I'm still ranting about that game. It's a game you need to play. It's up there with Expedition 33, which is on my list of games.
It doesn't get much talk really, which is
it really doesn't. It's so good. Like it's very heavy story driven and a lot of lore and a lot of like accurate historical things that went down back then and stuff like that. But like the music ties it all together. And it's not combat focused. It's very story driven and it's so good. And it's like, it's up there and it's an emotional roller coaster. Like there's a part of the game where I was just sitting there, I was like, it's some bullshit. Like I was in there crying, dog. Like I was a mess. And it's up there. I shit you not. It's a good competitor for Game of the Year with Expedition 33. Like,
yeah,
that's how good that game is.
Yeah, like currently, I'm about maybe 4 hours in Expedition 33. Like, I haven't had much time on my hands until now, so I'm really going to really grind away at Expedition. But so far, and from just what I hear all over the since it came out, is just that's my Game of the Year, honestly. And for like South of Midnight, I'm a huge like Xbox like fanboy a little bit, so I'm always rooting for them to do better and be awesome and shit like that. And I was hoping South of Midnight would have that praise, that really awesome talks and water cooler moment type of talk and stuff like that around the gaming industry and whatnot, but really hasn't. But
it hasn't just because of just the state of the gaming community as a whole.
It is, yeah.
Just where it's at, and I'm not even gonna bring it up, but we know the two reasons why it's not getting the talks that it should be getting the talks of, but it's up there and it doesn't get a lot of love, but it was a short game. It's not as long as Expedition 33, but it's definitely worth a playthrough.
Absolutely,
I started it last weekend on Friday night. I started at like 9:30. I didn't get off that game until like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't even halfway through the game.
So
Jeez,
like
please.
it sucks you in. Like if you're a lover of story driven games, yeah, definitely pick that up. Especially if you have a Game Pass, definitely worth picking up.
Yeah, I've got to get better at that. I mean, I was such a for years. It was just like your basic Halo, Call of Duty, I would play some stuff every once in a while, but I really didn't jump into like some of these single player games. I did when I was like really young, but kind of as I've gotten older, it was just competitiveness there for like a long time. But it's just like, getting older, having or having a kid, having a wife, like I'm not as competitive as I like once was. So I've been jumping into like a lot of these. Again, it's like these simulator games or like these like a story single player type game. I was actually talking with my chat last night that I looked at the top 100 games and I was just like, holy shit, I have not touched a quarter of these.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I think I'm like in this arc of my life now. I was like, okay, you're getting older. It's time to go ahead and start having some fun with, a lot of these. So it's been good, man. And having a PC, there's so many games out there that people just have no clue about that are just incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not everything's got to be on a console.
True.
So yeah, so a lot of what I've been doing now is, I mean, every horror game under the sun. Like, dude, I go online and try to find like horror games for like
$5-10 bucks.
Yeah, like
those
at
are usually
most.
the best ones.
Yeah, they're incredible. And I scream and I think my camera's come down probably 8 times. It's insane. But yeah, I mean, just getting into that, some of these simulator games, I used to crack on people for playing them. Like, oh, pressure wash simulator, what is that? And then
Dude,
you're just like, okay,
that's so
I understand.
So it's so chill and fun.
Yeah, you never realize how relaxing it is until you're actually doing it.
Yeah, it's just it's just these easy tasks that you can complete, and you're like, damn, I feel good now. Like, I watched a virtual house. I'm ready to take on the world today.
And just in real life, you don't want to do it, but in the game, you do.
Right. I love pressure washing in real life.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Let's not get twisted.
And don't get me wrong, like I busted my buddy Twig about it because we was going through the all the new games from like the last convention. Yeah. And he's like, leaf blower simulator, and I'm like, really?
Where there's actually
I can't say much. It's literally a leaf blower. You just walking around with a leaf blower.
Nice.
But I was like, I can't say much because I spent $15 on a game where all I do is dig a hole.
All right, well, I'm about to look that up right now. Leaf blower simulator on Steam right now.
Hours sitting there digging the perfect hole.
Another.
Oh, there he goes. Right? It's fun.
another good simulator, like, is a American Truck Simulator, dude. Like,
oh, dude, that one's so good.
It's so good. I want to get a wheel and shifter and all that kind of shit. I go bankrupt on that. Like, so yeah, like I'm on the arc of like, as a kid growing up, I never really beaten games before. I didn't know what the hell to do as a kid. So I just kind of messed around, and it was mostly sports games, and I played GTA and just, messed around on that and all that kind of stuff. But I have a huge backlog dating back to as a kid that I want to get to. So that's the whole kind of reasoning of the whole Dead Man Play series of just beating games. So, but yeah, like currently, like it's just came back to Expedition 33 and starting to get into Overwatch 2 on my Xbox and play with people on the Xbox to do ranked and do Mobile Rivals. And Helldivers 2 has a Halo 3 ODST crossover. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Don't even get me started. I'm already like, what's in my
Halo?
I'm
Halo's low key pissing me off. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, they're
low key pissing me off. They're just selling off their license to all these games to do, and they're not doing a damn thing right now. Can we just talk about that for a second?
Yeah, I'm hoping they're saving, something new for Halo for the next, I guess, gen of consoles, I guess, or whatever they're doing.
So depressing.
It is, yeah. Like
I've sat there and I tried to play Halo Infinite, and I've tried to play it like 4 times, and I'm like, if I want to run around the map, I'll go play Far Cry.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is just like, why did you change it? Like, at first when I heard about it, I thought it was a great idea. I was like, all right, yeah,
but it was empty, cool. Right?
Yeah, but it's just like, dude, there's nothing there. That I will say, the multiplayer was incredible.
Yeah, multiplayer
you can
was
only
great,
play it. But you can only play it for like, a month, and you're like, all right,
and
no new maps.
Yeah, at the time,
no new modes.
Yeah, at the time, like the leveling system was shit. Probably still is a little bit, but like the leveling system was shit. There wasn't too much cosmetics, rewards, and all that kind of stuff to work for.
They didn't give us the forge.
Yeah.
No forge, no battle royale to scratch that itch. You know what I mean? Like, there was none of that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, guys, what are we?
I know
this isn't 2006 anymore.
Yeah, I know they had their own engine, and that engine was like a big piece of shit to work on so hard to get help for, because you had to teach the new people outside to learn how to use it. So I think that was going on. So I remember seeing that they switched over to Unreal Engine, so hopefully that makes it, I guess, better. But like, I would say take the rights away from 343 and give it to someone else. But
honestly, I think I want to say it's maybe a couple years ago. I forgot where I was, an article or something, but Microsoft basically told 343 if they don't get their shit together with Halo, that entire division's getting completely scrapped. Like, they're like, this is like, at this point, like, this is bullshit.
Have them as a support studio, and
not even that though. Like, Halo has so much lore within itself that they have enough. Like the YouTube short that they did with Noble 6, where everybody thought Noble 6 was dead and he's alive. That's a whole game in itself.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many things that they could do. And look, man, I liked Halo 4. I even liked Halo 5. People were talking about, oh, it sucked. I was like, no, it just wasn't. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be. What they advertised and then what the story was two totally different things. You thought that Master Chief went rogue and doing, and it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Where Halo Infinite, it's like, okay, new console, they're doing all this great stuff, and it just seemed half-assed.
They tried to do too
Like,
much,
multiplayer was
and it
great.
was
Just keep it simple for the multiplayer, or not multiplayer, but the single player.
yeah.
Like, we've been playing it the same way. Nobody needs anything crazy. You do all your experimental shit online.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Like do that. Instead, you went experimental on the single player and didn't do shit on the multiplayer side.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Like I think they've
Pretty much like
I think they try to do too much and try to bring in the younger audience to do something new and different, but it just didn't work out.
I mean, I see the vision behind it. Like like for years, even like, again, we all grew up on Halo ODST. Like we wanted, like ODST was like the closest we got to like a semi open world ish games. Like so I kind of see where the direction they were going with, but they've dropped the ball so hard because you have an open world that should just be nothing but conflict and constant like Planet Side 2 kind of, but you gave us an open world and it was just like platoon here, platoon all the way over here, some hidden thing all the way over here. And it's just like, bro, like I'm spending 90% of my time driving around the map for nothing. Far Cry had more shit going on in it than Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm hoping going forward, since I think at that time they didn't really have as many studios as they do now. So they felt rushed to get something out for the series consoles launch. And I'm hoping now they got the time to actually work on it and get it good for whenever they release it, hopefully. So
I can only hope.
Yeah. So next question is, what are your hobbies outside of streaming and content creation?
Hobbies have changed over the years.
Oh yeah. What's a hobby?
Gaming and all that stuff was a hobby. Now it's kind of turned into a low key kind of a job. I'd say for me, man, just kind of been back into the like working out and running. I do play golf. I played pro golf for a while, and that's kind of how I got out of that to get into this. And just trying to stay active. But usually, man, if it's not kind of like running or working out, it's spending time with family, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I gotta,
for me, honestly. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, I gotta get back to working out, get into shape, and be more active. I was before shit hit the fan late last year, but we're doing better on the right path. So once I have the financial means to renew my membership for the gym and stuff like that, I'll get back to it. I mean, I can still go out for walks, get my steps in, and all that, just eat better. So, I mean, I got more time on my hands since, summer bowling league is done. And then I was taking a class that took 2 days of the week. So I got those 3 days back. So got plenty of time to get back on it. So
nice.
Yeah.
Aside from riding my motorcycle when the weather here isn't absolute dog water, which I haven't done in a while, but building and painting Warhammer miniatures.
Oh, expensive. Expensive.
Don't bring it up. Just don't. I just looked over at my shelf and I'm like, there's at least like $300 sitting right there undone. We're not gonna talk about it. Other than that, just spending time with the family, chilling, watching anime, or just chilling in Discord with friends and community members, and just bullshitting. Honestly, just relaxing. And I guess therapy is a hobby now too. Oh, thank you, Jinxie. Brewing mead. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, nice.
But other than that, usually
brewing.
Just pretty much, brew mead. I haven't done it in a while. Yeah.
Okay.
one successful batch, and then I lost 20 gallons after that. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah,
All right, Twig, we're not going to bring up the deleting Discord, all right, bro? Like I said, my community, a bunch of degenerates. Don't let me live shit down.
Oh, that's funny.
Like one mistake, and they never let me live it down.
I mean, if your community
awesome,
doesn't do that, then, you know, I think they're doing it wrong, you know?
Bunch of goddamn degenerates. But other than that, just usually just chilling out, man. I'm starting to learn because all I do is work, like literally work, home stream, and I'm like learning how to just relax and just enjoy my time.
Yeah, I'm actually you know, since I got my own place back in May, I'm learning that too, to keep myself busy, just relax. I don't have to worry about anyone's bullshit.
Mood.
Yeah, and it's been nice. It's been nice. It's a little bit tough on financial times, a little bit, but try to make it work.
Yeah, that's everybody these days.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
But yeah, my hobbies are outside of streaming and content creation. You know, obviously I like to play games. I like to, you know, work out, be active, go in the gym whenever I get to that. I love going to concerts. I'm a, you know, metalhead. I like rock. I like 80s. So I love going to concerts with my friends. I love sports. So I love going to sporting events, so baseball, basketball. And if I can afford tickets to a football game, my team is the Packers. So going up to Green Bay would be great for, you know, I haven't gone to, you know, actual NFL game yet. So hoping I can get tickets sometime. I was in like the big brother, little sister, big brother, little brother, whatever system as a kid. And I'm in contact with him still. And his sister has like season tickets. So hopefully if she ever has spare tickets, you know, hopefully I can go this year.
Nice.
What else?
Because you're up in
I'm Wisconsin,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, concerts, sport events. I like going to like conventions and stuff like that. I've been to like an anime convention years ago here in Milwaukee, and they also do like a big gaming convention, Midwest Gaming Classic, here in Milwaukee. Like it's like retro, like a lot of it is like retro, but some current stuff too. And
yeah,
I finally went there once and went solo, which was weird. I never, you know, with those two conventions, I never really went solo before. So it was like, what do I fucking do?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping
now. I have a question for you though, because everybody says it. Does it smell as bad as people?
No, it's not. That's just a that's a stereotype.
Everybody says like nobody wears deodorant. I just had to ask.
I mean, I've
never taken part in this.
I haven't really noticed that, really, honestly.
Okay.
For those two conventions, so I'm hoping in the next few years when I can go to a TwitchCon, meet everyone that goes there, you know, PAX or whatever. I would love to go to TwitchCon, just network and meet new people, meet fellow streamer friends that decide to go to. That'd be awesome. But the Anime Con years ago, they had a whole big video game room with everything retro and new and PCs and stuff like that. And I think they had Rock Band or whatever on stage. And then like that first night, I stayed up till like freaking like near 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, just playing the games with my friends. So
always a good time.
Oh yeah. So what are some tips you can give to streamers, newer and even seasoned streamers that have been doing it for, you know, years on end?
think for me, like on the news side of things, is stream less. I think you get into this mindset where you've got to, stream 8 hours a day, every single day. And look, man, you go any TikTok, YouTube, Instagram on any of this section, they're all going to say it. So I'm not really saying anything that hasn't been said, but really learn how to make content on other platforms. Especially now, people aren't scrolling Twitch or you know Kick or YouTube like they once were. To find random people. I mean, you'll definitely get people from time to time, but it's kind of what I've just kind of explained it as you're having a birthday party and you didn't invite anybody and you're just expecting them to come, and that's kind of how I look at streaming. You definitely got to put in the work everywhere else for them to want to come to stream. um, so that's just kind of what I would tell them is just learn how to you know edit, storytell, all that good stuff. All that kind of goes into it. And then for people who've been streaming a while, it's very easy to get burnt out. It's very easy to feel like you're alone. Because look, man, this is you're definitely taking a step outside of your comfort zone. But a lot of people, I'm sure that you guys have that kind of like, oh, you stream, oh, okay, whatever. Those are people who probably haven't taken a leap yet. And sometimes you feel like you're kind of alone because no one really understands. Um, but just keep on, be consistent, and look, don't be afraid to pick something up and try something else. But whatever you decide to do, really make sure you're putting your best foot out there and trying to put everything into it.
Exactly. I agree 1,000% on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I've been streaming since 2016. Touching base on the burnout is uncontrollably real. Hell, from my own experience, I've disappeared for 6-7 months, hell, even a year at a time. So if anything, don't focus on the numbers. Don't focus. Just focus on your chat. Focus on what you're playing. Enjoy what you're playing. And don't worry about buying the biggest, best fucking piece of equipment, because at the end of the day, I always tell everybody, even friends of mine who are just like, oh, what do you think about streaming? I'm like, don't invest unless you're going to commit to it, like I have, and a lot of us have. Slowly but surely, just buy a cheap $20 microphone. In a year, buy a new microphone. After that, buy a piece of equipment. Do not invest a shit ton of money into something you're going to just be like, all right, this isn't for me. And then 6 months down the line, you're like, well, I just spent $5,000 and I don't know what to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Play what you enjoy and just have a good time, and try your best to not look at it as a job, because the minute you think of it as a job, it's when everything goes downhill for you. To touch base on the other side, that a lot of these streamers that you'll see on TikTok, YouTube, who glorify streaming, there's a darker side to this, and you need to be aware of it. Be wary on who you circle yourself with. Be very genuine, and just make genuine connections for genuine reactions. Because in this industry, it's a dog eat dog world, and people will do what they can to use your shoulders to get one up above you. As sucky as it is to say, and I don't want to deter anybody from streaming, but it's just the reality that a lot of content creators, whether it's Quick, YouTube, Twitch, will not tell you. And I pride myself on being blunt, never sugarcoating, and always being genuine with you. I will tell you the truth. Just make your friends, but don't be overly friendly. Yeah. Just do yourself that favor, because it'll save you a lot of mental stress.
Exactly. And
Well,
I exactly like that. And also, don't trust everyone. Be very careful. I've dealt with people. I have heard stories from other streamer friends, and just friends in general, I would say I wouldn't categorize as streamer friends, just friends I met along the way that have went through some bullshit drama, that they trusted someone or people and they turned their back and stabbed them in the back, and even they prove that they didn't do anything, or they aren't they fight against the BS drama and it doesn't work out. Just be careful.
Yeah, and look, I think another thing that probably isn't talked about enough is just have fun with it. Don't you start trying to treat it like a job, or you're trying to treat it like a career, or you're trying to be competitive with other people. Like that's when things kind of go south in a hurry. For me, man, I just stream, just create content, have fun. Try to surround yourself with the right people. I mean, that's the one thing I love, man, is there's nobody in my community where I'm just like, all right, here we go. Here we go again. No, it's not. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy everybody who comes in and spends some time. And again, I hate saying it this way because it may come off as harsh to, some, but your community is a direct reflection of you. So if you're a piece of shit, or you're shisty, or something like that, you're trying to get an edge. I mean, you're gonna surround yourself with those kind of people.
Pretty much.
Again, you want to be a genuine person. Care for people, and ultimately, again, just have fun, man. People on the internet take this shit way too fucking seriously, man.
Exactly.
Just have fun. Stay in your lane, create your content, have fun with your people, turn the stream off, and fucking go to bed. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to make it any more complicated.
It really doesn't need to be. People, and the one thing I definitely have to say, like, is do yourself a favor. When you see these big streamers out here making millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars, some of them have made their communities off of good quality, and some of them have made it on shitty quality, and a lot of them are just on this reality TV show bullshit now.
Yeah.
Do not, and I repeat, do not try to compete with these creators. Do not try to be the next Kai. Do not try to be the next Lupo. Don't be the next Ninja. Just be you.
Mm-hmm.
Just 100% be you. I've seen so many people try to be these new next big streamers, and they fall flat on their face by clout chasing any possible way. And I'm gratefully that I cut ties with some of them years ago, because one of them popped up in my 2025 bingo card and got into some shit. And then because friends of mine who were still associated with that person's drama then became their drama. And then they had to cut ties, because I'm just like, that you don't want that kind of situation for yourself. Just be you. Just 100% be you. And as speaking as somebody who has put on a facade for almost 10 years and had to close a chapter in my life to start fresh with the new name, it's draining, and you will have a crash out, and it may not be a good crash out. And that's from experience.
Absolutely. And like, to piggyback all that, like, don't, like he said, don't compare yourself to literally anyone. And it depends on what you want out of this too. And you will get back what you put in, hopefully. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you continuously put in that work, the genuine work and honesty and love, support, and all that kind of stuff, eventually it will pay back. Not right away. It will take a while. And you have to network. You have to put your name out there, make new friends, go into random streams, make friends with them. Just that's one of the ways to actually grow and stuff like that. Don't do it for the wrong reasons as well. Don't do it because of the money, because you ain't gonna make that kind of money that you hope that you want. Yeah, it's nice to get those, get the money, stuff like that, but don't rely on it unless you have those numbers of, at least 20 plus concurrent, that's steadily in there, and you can grow. And just have fun. Like Buckeye said, don't burn yourself out. Take breaks. Don't stream as often. Don't stream as long. Like, don't stream like 5-6 days a week or the whole week, and don't stream for an average of 6-7 plus hours a day, unless it fits you and it works for you. But that's an easy way to burn yourself out. I've taken plenty of breaks, days, weeks, months, years, not years, but months usually. But just have fun and just stream. If you want to grow, I guess it's a double-edged sword of trying to play something that's popular because you're just overly saturated, but it's where everyone's flocks to, and hopefully you can gain that traction, get some new people in, but it can hurt you. But stream whatever you want to play, do whatever that makes you happy, because your chat sees you happy, they'll come and fill the dreams. You build it, they'll come, pretty much. So those are some great tips from you both and myself as well. And we'll save your chat questions for later. I got them written down, or I look up. So how would you describe your community, and what is your community about? You kind of talk about your community as degenerates, Wolfie.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like in their late 20s, 30s, and older, and we're just a bunch of degenerates. Like Jinxie said in chat, like I think I was streaming and I'm being told that they're sitting there barking and like at Marvel rival skins, like just a bunch of fucking degenerates. But it's all fun and games. Everybody picks on each other. Twig, shut up. Twig's one of my longest buddies. We grew up in the same area and stuff like that. But yeah, everybody's pretty chill. Everybody's laid back. Everybody's there for one another. Everybody looks out for each other. We try to keep the drama to as minuscule as possible. But every once in a while, there's that one person. But I can honestly sit here and say, like, everybody here will be 100% give you tough love. Nobody will sugarcoat or baby you. It's very much like, they're going to give you hard reality, like advice and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we all hang out. We're all a bunch of geeks, nerds, love our animes, love our Lord of the Rings, tabletop, all that stuff. Hell, I think we got a D&D channel for Jinxie, who's our long lost DM who disappears from time to time when she starts a campaign. But we all just like to have fun, there's never any ill will towards anybody, and everybody is just one big giant family. We look out for each other. Hell, when I say that, most of the people who have been in my community have watched my kids grow up. Most of them have been at my kids' birthday parties, the ones that live in the area, but we just chill, have fun, and just run out here doing shenanigans all day, talking hella shit to each other.
Yeah. If you're not like friends and like good friends, and you're not talking shit to each other, like, what you're doing, like, you're doing it wrong.
Pretty much. If you're not bullying each other, are you really friends?
Right.
But yeah, like, speaking of D&D, like, I like to play D&D. I played it a couple times. It's kind of hard with my ADHD, trying to focus and retain information on what's going on. But I would love to get back into it eventually. So keep my name in mind, I guess.
Yeah, we're slowly working on bringing that back. Since I deleted the Discord, I'm still slacking on. I don't recommend working on Discord at 3 o'clock in the morning, half asleep. Highly don't. 10 out of 10 don't recommend. But yeah, we're working on bringing it back. There's a lot of people who are new to D&D, experience with D&D, but I've just been slacking because work has been kicking my ass lately.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, work's a bitch. Adulting sucks.
Definitely.
So, how would you describe your community, and what is your community about, Buckeye?
Yeah, I just think for us, man, we're just people who are in our, late 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, God, we've got people who watch my stream who are 61 and 62. I mean, it's just a place to come hang out, man. You don't have time to really go out and meet new people or really do anything kind of like IRL. So, during the week or, on the weekends, and you just want to hang out and play some games, it's kind of, this is, our spot, and we've got a good group. And it truly, I feel like right now, the community, in my opinion, right now is probably the best it's been. Just a good group of people who care, about each other and want to see people succeed. It's none of this like, oh, I'm happy for you, but I'm really not. It's none of that. I can say that we've got a bunch of genuine people who just like hanging out, man. We don't take life too seriously. Kind of what Wolfie was saying, just talking shit to each other. Yeah, like I can't. My forehead gets brought up at least 20 times a fucking stream. Like I got a speech impediment. Like they crack on me. It's one thing or the other. But I give it right back. And it's fun. Nobody's taking any of this to heart. I'm not balding. All right,
I feel that. I feel that because I'm sitting on top and it's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah, I swoop my hair to the side and all of a sudden I don't have hair. It's fucking unbelievable. So yeah, again, man, it's just a bunch of, I would say, working class people who want to just come and have a good time.
That's great. And like, yeah, for me, my community, is chill, supportive. They're there for each other, there for me, even through my very hard times. Recently in the last, since September, some of you guys, may know that. But I appreciate all the, support and love and non-judgment and actually, seeing, my side and shit like that. And like I'm working on building my community and having my own Discord, and instead of like a kind of big community Discord, and which me and my two friends, we did, and it was good. We had great times, but there was a whole lot of drama that led to a lot of fallout. So I decided to kind of make my own separate Discord for my own stuff, and we do we try to do every week, do like movie nights. I call them theater nights. That way we can do movies or anime or TV shows. Some of us, we love wrestling, so we try to watch wrestling. Try to watch the game showcases when they happen. And just there for, kind of what this podcast is about, pretty much helping people network, grow, have fun, make new friends. That's my whole community is based off of. So, they're supportive, and we have fun. We talk shit to each other. And those two friends I made that big community with, like, they're my best friends. They're like brothers to me. And we met quite a few times, like 3 times. Like I would fly down to Tennessee where one of them lived. He's now in West Virginia. But like we two of the three times we rented like a cabin and stuff like that, and it was fun. And I met a new friend through another community member of mine. He's actually pretty close. He's like an hour away. Like he's in like Chicago or something like that, or Illinois. So like, he's like, yeah, like we can plan something where, you know, we can meet up and stuff like that. So I love meeting my friends over streaming or gaming. So we're coming towards the end, so we have some questions from chat. What's your favorite game or games from childhood?
Ooh. Mine, I always go to the same one, man. It's Ocarina of Time all day, every day. It's one of the few games that I can just like turn on and just play. I don't care how many times I've played it. It never gets old. And I think since 97 it came out, 97 or 98. I think I've beaten that game every year. It's just one good just to like turn on. Love the game.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time. Like I grew up watching my mom play that, and just the music of it, just nostalgia right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's hard. Like there's so many good games that I've played from like when I first started playing video games to like current. Like if we're talking like early, like late 90s when the PlayStation 1 came out, I would have to say Chrono Cross, the original Final Fantasy 7, Legend of the Dragoon. Sony, release a remake or I will fight you.
I have my dad's copy of us growing up of Legend of the Dragoon. I plan on playing that.
I still have it. So good.
I love
so good.
Growing up, I love the box art and the art on the discs, and I always wanted to play it.
I'm such ass. Dude. You guys are naming these games. I'm like, fuck, man, I didn't play any of these fucking things.
There's one that you can literally pick up on Steam now. It's called Lunar Silver Story Completed. That was like the first anime-esque game that I played as a kid. Like it was like the first like $60 game back in the 90s, and it was just like holy shit. But the voice acting was great, the music was great, the animation. At this point, I'm surprised they never came out with a series. Was just, you can get that on Steam. I highly recommend playing that one because it was just, the story in itself was so good. And I think on PlayStation you can actually still get Legend of the Dragoon because I still have it on my PS5.
Yeah, it's on like it's on their like streaming or download service, whatever, I think.
Yeah, the PS Store. Okay. If we're talking like 360 era, of course, Halo, Gears, Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
And current now, I was gonna have to say where it started for me was Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I still gotta beat Senua's Saga. Those two right there like left me in such a I'm sorry, the first one, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, that left me in like a video game limbo for like 6 months because the story was so good.
Of Hellblade,
yes.
Yeah.
Like it was so good that it left me in just like a limbo, and I was just like, I need another story game. And of course, this is around when like Call of Duty was big, Fortnite was big, PUBG was big, and it's just like, I don't want to play any of these. I want a good story. Give me a good story. I was stuck. I was stuck.
Yeah.
What was like the first game you guys remember playing?
Shit.
Like what was the very first game?
Super Mario.
For me, the first game I remember playing, shit.
Mine was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I was obsessed with that game as a kid. And then that kind of transitioned into like Mario and Zelda and basically all Nintendo titles.
Like growing up, like my parents were divorced and my mom had like the Super Nintendo and N64. My dad growing up had like the PS2. I mean, he had the PS1, but I don't remember him having the PS1. But I mainly grew up at my dad's house with the PS2. Um, but first game would probably be either like Super Mario 64 or Diddy Kong Racing
Diddy Kong, God.
or
Oh, that game's so good.
I know, I wish to make more of that shit. Um
Diddy Kong, I don't care what anybody says. I will take Diddy Kong Racing over Mario Kart any day of the week. And I love Mario
100%.
Kart,
yeah.
but Diddy Kong was definitely the superior game there.
Yeah, I mean, I also remember like my mom had a computer and I guess she had a ROM of like one of the old school wrestling games that were pixelated and stuff like that. I don't forgot which one. Maybe that was I don't know, but like that stuff or playing WCW versus NWO World Tour or whatever.
I remember that. I still have that actually.
That was
Like World
that is
Tour,
taking it way back.
Revenge. What's like No Mercy and stuff like that. Like
No
and
mercy. I put a lot of hours into that as a kid.
yeah, and for me, my favorite game or games growing up, Gauntlet Legends, fucking fantastic dungeon crawler, OG like Kickstarter of that genre. I think it was an arcade.
I'm just glad you're talking about games that I know because you guys were kind of on a roll there for a minute where I was like, damn,
Like,
I'm about to have to do some homework before I come back on this shit again.
Yeah, like Gauntlet Legends was on an N64. Like Gauntlet was also like an arcade machine too back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
But like Gauntlet Legends on N64, I watched my mom play it.
The mess out of that.
Yeah, I watched my mom play it, and then eventually in like somewhere between 9th grade and between 8th and 9th grade, I think we got, because my uncle had like a spare N64, so he gave us some games and we bought. I'm like, hey mom, like what was that one game? And I described it to her and she's like, oh, what's that? So we bought it off of eBay for a good price, and me and her played it and stuff like that, and that was great times. And like she passed when I was 15, month before starting high school in 10th grade, and that's one of the favorite games I have. That GTA Vice City and San Andreas. Growing up as a kid, dad's like, don't copy what they're saying, and like when and like when my mom had us and we were family, I remember we were going camping with my mom's family, and I brought that up, and my uncle's like, why are they playing that at his house? So they kind of got pissed a little bit. But like just growing up playing WCW Revenge on the PS1, actually, I remember that now, at my dad's house, and then playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2005 and on PS2, and Here Comes the Pain. Fantastic. I remember playing those and just my favorite times. So that was from Jinxie. That was the question from. So I appreciate that question. There was another one when I was talking about concerts. Someone said my favorite band.
That was Jinxie again.
Jinxie. Oh, favorite band. Fuck. I'm a metalhead, so I mean, hard not to go Ozzy.
That's always a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know if I have like
it's hard.
My music taste is everywhere, man. Like
Yeah.
I like it all. Like there's not. I mean, I've got some like bands and stuff from back when I was like younger that kind of nostalgic, and I'll listen to a good bit. Like growing up, my parents were kind of into like rock or soft rock, so you had like Matchbox 20 or Goo Goo Dolls or
Yeah.
Collective Soul, like those kinds. So I always like turning on those and listening to that, or then I think about like my grandparents' house listening to like Fleetwood Mac
Hell
or
yeah.
something like that. Or occasionally, if old Taylor Swift kind of comes on, I'll listen. I'm afraid to admit it. I'm afraid to admit it, but and then you start getting into like middle school stuff, man, like Yellow Card and Linkin Park and a lot of those, man. Those were very like pivotal at that time, and was big into it. And while we're on the topic, Creed and Nickelback are good,
Yes,
and I'll fight
Creed,
anybody who
Nickelback, yes.
says otherwise. All right,
Creed, yeah.
a lot of haters at those concerts for people who say that they don't have any fans.
Yeah. Like like I grew up with the mosh pit of stuff, like you said, like I grew up listening to Fleetwood Mac, ABBA, freaking Billy Idol, Billy Squire, Rick James. Speaking of Rick James, like I played the saxophone back in school band and stuff like that, and the reason why, because the end solo of Rick James, Super Freak, I heard that, I'm like, I want to play that. So I still have my saxophone behind me, and like Creed, growing up listening to Creed, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, like 80s stuff, like 80s rock and hair metal, and 80s like pop stuff like Phil Collins and stuff like that. Like that's my shit. And like in 10th grade when my mom passed, I got introduced to like the emo stuff, like Black Veil Brides and Recome as Romans or Asking Alexandria, all that kind of stuff. And that evolved into my teacher. One of my teachers showed me Five Finger Death Punch. Then that grew into
your teacher showed you that.
Yeah, he was a cool chill teacher.
Oh my god, that teacher get fired today, dude.
And then
oh man, that's great.
Yeah, and then that grew into like Korn and Deftones and metal stuff like that. And like I love the soft, like mix between soft and heavy stuff. Like my Dayseeker is great. Check them out.
Oh my god, so good.
Rory, whatever his name is. Oh my fucking so they're just as good live too. Just as fucking good live. It's so freaking awesome. I have their sweatshirt. I went to see them last year and it was just great. So like, yeah, I grew up with all mix of stuff, even country stuff, like early 2000s country, like Toby Keith, Alan Jackson, freaking Gretchen Wilson, freaking Randy Travis before he had the stroke, and like everything.
Right.
What about you, Wolfie?
Sam, I'm all over the place with everything. Grew up on. My uncle introduced me to Twisted Sister, 3 Inches of Blood. I was a Nickelback boy for a while, and then I started to hate them like everybody else. It's something about his voice. It just announced his name in every fucking song. Theory of a
Wolfie, we
Dead
were doing
Man.
so we were doing so
I know,
good.
I know.
We were
I
doing
know.
so good,
Listen,
man.
Listen,
Oh,
it
come
doesn't help when
on,
your wife
bro.
fucking listens and listens to it for all 18 years of your fucking relationship, all right?
Breaking
Just
Benjamin.
got tired of it. Look at my photograph. It's just after all, you can only take that song with so many times.
Breaking Benjamin is another one. I
man.
forgot
But
to
like
mention.
I'm all over the place. Yellow Card, emo phase, Hawthorne Heights, Halifax, Incubus.
Blink
Right now
182.
my obsession is Sleep Token. Has gotten me through their songs have gotten me through a lot of shit over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Then you'll Teddy Swims,
He's
Tech
great.
Nine,
Oh, Teddy Swims. Holy shit. Yeah.
Jelly Roll. Hell, my youngest daughter is obsessed with
good.
Jelly Roll. Like she'll put on, she can't
Good.
sing Worth to Save Her Life, but she'll sing it to the top of her lungs. So I'm all over the place. Yeah, Breaking Benjamin, like all of these.
No,
I grow it did, and it all depends on my mood. Like if I'm in like a really angry mood, you'll hear like suicidal tendencies. And my last concert that I remember going to was Bleeding Through's last concert when they opened for Bullet for My Valentine.
Ball Valentine. Yes.
Almost lost a sneaker in the wall of death. That was fun.
I love going to mosh pits.
Both of them. Oh, dude, I haven't been right now. The way my back and kneecaps feel, nah, I'll be in the back.
You be the one that they
pass
come
by water
through.
bottles.
You be the one that you go through and they give you the
Awesome.
they give you a card or mark you like no moshing. You're too old.
Yeah, I'm like here, you need a bottle of water, I got you. EDM, hardstyle music, anything with a heavy bass. Like it all depends on the mood and like how I'm feeling. Like especially if I'm driving, I'm always down in Virginia visiting my friends and stuff in there. And and even my wife will say like I will put on the DJ and I'll just let him do whatever he wants, and it's usually just a playlist of everything I've listened to over like the last 5 years. You know, and I'm just like all over the place with my music, and a lot of it is really a mood for me. Like, and then it goes into crunchy rap and Yellow Wolf and all of them and stuff like that. So it's all over the place. Like I can't narrow down a specific band, but like as of right now, Sleep Token is at like the top of all of it. Sleep Token is at the very top of it all.
Yeah, like, and like, who was it? Jinxie. No hate on Breaking Benjamin. I was try and throw that in there as a one I forgot to mention is what I like. Bands I like. Actually been to a couple other concerts. But yeah, like I said before, like I love going to concerts too. Evanescence, yes, Amy Lee is fucking wifey.
She could sing to me in my sleep.
Oh,
she can do more.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that.
Like,
yeah, look, man, like my fucking Spotify DJ, like in a 15-minute span, you're probably gonna hear like Michael Jackson, Fleetwood Mac, Matchbox 20, Disturbed, fucking Taylor Swift, Eminem, Lil Wayne. Like, dude, it's everywhere. Like, God.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can just stay in one genre.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible. Speaking on Evanescence, the lead singer, the former lead singer of the Agonist, I think her name was Amy White or something like that, bro. You think Amy Lee's wifey? Listen to the girl. Nothing is hotter than this girl going from just straight opera level singing to I'm just like, oh,
so
that's
like
wifey.
Tatiana from Ginger.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it hit different when I fucking heard that for the first time. I'm like, I think I have a new crush.
I don't know if it's her hair. I don't know if it's her hair, but the chick from Paramore. Oh God.
Oh yeah, Haley Williams.
Everybody's got a crush on her. That's a decades long crush.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh my God. Like I don't know what it is about her, but boy, she could sing the phone book and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God. You know what's crazy is we're getting to the age, man. We got to be careful about saying that because there's probably people who don't know what the fuck that is.
They're like, what are you talking about, guys, boomers? Damn,
yeah, what's a phone book? Is it a book with phones in it? What is that?
Your old farts.
I was out my closet and I found my old CD player and I was just like, oh fuck. My kids were like, what's that? And I'm like,
oh. shit,
I'm just like the end of an era. That's what that is. The end of an era.
Yeah. Like my Spotify, it changes from Dayseeker to Skid Row, Fleetwood, Asking Alexandria, We Come as Romans, Metallica, Ozzy, freaking some rap stuff like Big, Notorious Big, old school stuff like that. The Midnight, which is like what genre are they? They're like, let me look. They're, let me snooze that last ad. They're, shit, what kind of, I don't know what genre they are, but they're like streaming music type of stuff. Like not streaming music, but they're kind of like synthwave ish. But like my favorite songs from them are like Vampires, and The Midnight. No, that's the name of the fucking band. But like it changes so much, so I absolutely feel for that. If chat has any other questions, feel free to post them. We're gonna wrap up here pretty soon. But yeah, like polyamorous from Breaking Benjamin, hell yeah, like I grew up with that. I'm actually going to see Deftones next coming Saturday, so that's gonna be awesome.
Sweet.
Let's see. While we wait for that, we'll do the outro. So, if you guys haven't already, let me actually get in the text chat. Check out their socials and drop them a follow. If you haven't, they're awesome people, as you already know from watching. And then when do you guys usually stream, and like what days or times?
I'm usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday from like 7:45 p.m. Eastern till midnight, 1 o'clock. I'll do some streams on Thursdays, and then I've been kind of dabbling, in the YouTube side of things, where I'll do some some YouTube streams, just kind of sporadic. The YouTube streams aren't as like structured or planned, but Twitch is pretty locked in that it's Friday through Sunday. That's 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and then an occasional Thursday.
Okay.
What's the schedule? What's the schedule? My streams are pretty sporadic, but I usually try to lock in around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Mondays are definitely my days off, just because it's a weekend, and then like Monday. Saturday, Sunday you can catch streams, and then anywhere between maybe Wednesday through Friday you'll catch a stream here and there. Just because of my work schedule, I never know what time I'm supposed to be 9 to 5, but I never know what time I get off. Plus I have 2 kids, so I gotta like take care of them before anything else gets taken care of. But you can definitely catch my streams 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, from 8:30 till about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then from there we're usually in after stream Discord bullshit, but you can definitely catch it. It's definitely Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. I want to say Tuesdays, and maybe a Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. For me, since I got the more times on my hands, so I'm gonna definitely utilize that. I'll be going back to posting weekly schedules every like Sunday or maybe Monday morning, like Sunday evening, Monday mornings probably. Going over what days I'll be streaming. And during the week, I will usually start streaming around 7 p.m. Central Time, maybe at 6 if I can have enough time to eat after work and stuff like that. And if I stream during the weekends, I'll try to do like an early day stream or afternoon stream. Trying to implement multi-streaming to YouTube, maybe Facebook too. I don't know. TikTok, nah. I would like to try gain some people over there, but I appreciate everyone coming along.